So, I finally read The Dragon King and His Bride, and this manual had been on my list for a while now, and I finally got to reading it. And 40 something chapters in, I have decided I am not gonna read another chapter from the series, because why are we still at the same point? So, without wasting any more time, let's rant about it.
I'm done with this game. I'm done with this game.
The Dragon King's Bride follows Lucina, a noble woman who once saved a wounded dragon as a child. Years later, her family's estate is invaded by King Haakon of Tyre, and her cruel stepmother offers Lucina to him as a bride to save themselves. Forced into marriage, Lucina moves to Haakon's harsh desert kingdom, fearing him as a ruthless conqueror. Over time, she discovers that Haakon is the same dragon she once rescued, and that both carry deep emotional scars. As they face political intrigue, old betrayals, and personal pain, their relationship slowly transforms from fear and resentment into mutual understanding and love. And if you ask me what happens by the end of the series, well, I wouldn't really know because I dropped it after 40 chapters. Okay, I feel like one of the main problems with this series, and I've actually made like a whole ass video on this before, is like how they try to make like the main female lead almost like childlike, right? Like she's stuttering, she doesn't know what to say. She's basically like a shell of a human being, especially when she interacts with like the main guy. And it's like she can't even get like a full sentence out. And to make it worse, he's kind of like seeing her in like a childlike way. He's kind of like puppying her, or he's kind of like, oh my goodness, you can't do anything by yourself. And it's kind of like, oh my god, like what the heck, like how come she cannot say like a single dialogue and she's like this scared little girl? Like how are we meant to see any sort of like character depth at all from her? And like why is she as white as paper? I don't understand that. And like the barbarians are like brown. I know like we need like representation in like manuals, but this just felt, I don't know, I just felt like, you know, when you know there's like a racist undertone to it but you just can't prove it. That's how I felt, because in like certain instances he was seen as this cruel, almost like scary tyrant, and then once you get to know him, he's like this big puppy dog. But at the same time, every time we start to think like, okay, maybe he is actually like a green flag, and then they just like refer to him as like a barbarian, and it's like, that's kind of really weird. Why is like the other like lighter counterparts not being portrayed in that sort of aspect? And another thing was the amount of misunderstandings that were happening. Like there were so many parts within the series, like every 5 chapter a problem gets resolved and then a new misunderstanding comes, and it's like so easy, and you just know the author's trying to like put like some miscommunication tropes out there so that the story progresses, but it like literally does nothing, and you're just there like, you know, we could have literally done without that. And still the main female lead is acting like a child, and still she is stuttering and she cannot get like a single sentence out. Why can't we fix that? Because why are we going through like 10 different misunderstandings? Or like it's like literally just a miscommunication trope, and I hate it so much. But like they put all of this in and the female lead still cannot look the main guy in the eye, and it's kind of like, what the heck? And also another thing, why are we making him like 8 foot tall and she's like 4 foot? Like, I don't understand that. Like, she literally looks like a child next to him, and to make it worse, she's like being described as a child as well. And also, every time he's like, okay, maybe I'm falling for the female lead, and then he suddenly remembers a child, which is the female lead, but like back when she was like 8 years old, and like she saved him when he was wounded. He's always like going on about this child, and he's like, oh, I like wonder where the child is. Oh, I wonder what she's up to now. And then every time he's like, oh, she reminds me of the child. Why are we bringing up the child. Like, that is low-key so weird. I don't know, like, it just felt like so odd. That was like another reason why I dropped the series, because like even like 40 something chapters in, he's still thinking about trying to find the child. Like, bro, you're like in your 30s, let it go. All in all, I just feel like the story like just rushes the emotional development and like spends more time on drama than like world building. Like, the art itself, it's like really nice. Like, I can't really say anything bad about the art, but like I feel like the story itself doesn't know what genre it wants to be, and it just like goes all over like the place. Like, midway through, the plot repeats tropes like misunderstanding, jealousy, rescue scenes, but there's like literally no progress. And like the female lead, like you think she's like starting to get some sort of like character development, but later just becomes passive or inconsistent, and she's often defined by the male lead, and like them just romanticizing like her being like a child like just throws me off so much. Like, I feel like it just falls into like the savage ex innocent pale lead trope, and it like Loki kind of makes me sick. So I'm so sorry, man, I had to drop this series pretty quickly. There's like 100 chapters out of this, and honestly, if you guys have read this, please tell me what you felt about this series. But personally, I did not think it was for me, because it reminded me of like the other man was like Who Stole the Empress and like My Predatory Marriage. Like, it's all like the same sort of story. So I'm just there like, oh my god, like when are we gonna get something different? Like, why are they all savages in this, and they all are the same skin tone and they all look alike? Like, what are you guys trying to say right now? Like, I feel like Doke's trying to figure out, is this just pure racism, or it's just like a type of story that they try to like follow through, because it clearly is not working. Well guys, that's the end of another video. This manhwa had been on my list for a while, but it was so hard to get through because I still don't understand how it's rated so high on Webtoons, and this is what the story's like. Like, I was so tired of the miscommunication. Like, I could not do it. Like, if you guys have finished this series, or if you guys do like the series, please tell me what you guys actually like about it, or what you guys think about the series, because it just ain't for me. But with that, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys all stay safe, have like a great week, stay hydrated, and with that, I love you all, and toodles.